Sita is a woman of integrity, and she believes in what is best for the country. Facing the issue, she will do it carefully. Sita is who we need, experience guaranteed. Gracita, 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 Gracita.
Number 6.
On you understand.
It's time to raise the bar, let's take it to the top. It's time to choose qualified people to rep for ya. From the prisoners to senior, she's right here for ya. Can't forget the education, it's time for better. She's ready and she's focused to get the job done. SXM, the time is now, let us all vote for change. Shamira is the candidate to represent for us. She's gonna represent us locally and even to the Dutch.
At SXM, we're taking travel and tourism to new heights. Here we boast spacious check-in areas, 10 passport control points, comfortable departure lounges, and an exciting new airport mall. Finally, there's an airport in the Caribbean that takes your travel plans as seriously as you do. Princess Juliana International Airport. The experience will move you.
It's time to promote, so come out and vote. We not waste no time, we not make no joke. We voted for you, RSM, Julian Rolex Jr. Candidate number 9, hard time but he come to shine.
Welcome to special edition of Late Night Show with Andrew Dick. Of course, it's the great debate straight until the elections 2024. January 11th is the day. Of course, political parties have been sent invitations. All 8 political parties have been sent invitations for the next coming weeks. Of course, all parties have an opportunity to come on free of charge to speak to you, the voter, so that you can get an idea as to what they're all about, the candidates, and also the political parties involved. Very important to mention today, we invited the ECE. We invited the Now Party and we invited the USP Party. Now, as far as the Now Party, they were not able to send a candidate for today. So hopefully for the next program, they will send a candidate. Then we replaced them with the United People's Party, and the United People's Party sent Arman Meda, and he's going to be also making an introduction. And of course, the ECE, the leader, is here, Mr. Wigley, who will be also giving you an introduction as soon as I finish. As far as the USP is concerned, they were supposed to send also a candidate. They had to confirm that Mr. Curtis Thomas will be coming. However, last minute, they canceled. I don't know why. So we just have to leave it up to them. But we given every party an opportunity to speak to you because we do this for the entire 4-year term, for the whole term. And yeah, if they don't come, they don't come. But we're going to offer them, each and every party, the opportunity to speak to you, no matter what happens. All right. Let me start off with the introduction. We start off with the leader of the ECE. It's a really good day.
Good morning, Andrew. Thanks for having me.
It's evening. We are ready in the evening.
Good evening. Sorry about that. Thank you for having me. My name is Nigel Emmanuel Wigley. That's the initials NEW. That's why you always see me saying vote NEW. And I'm from ECE. That's Empire Culture Empowerment. And a vote for me is a vote for you. A vote for me is a vote for righteousness. So vote NEW because my vote is for you.
All right. And then we have, of course, from the United People's Party.
Yes.
Yes, Mr. Maida, go ahead.
All right, Andrew. Thank you for having me. Good evening to St. Martin. Good evening to everyone. Good evening to the voters of St. Martin. My name is Armand Maida. I will be contesting the upcoming parliamentary elections on the United People's Party as candidate number 15. While we're still going up, we're also pushing St. Martin forward. And we have seen throughout the years that the Up Party, specifically the Up Party, have worked for the people in best interests, and we will continue doing so.
All right. Gentlemen, very simple. We go on different topics. We can talk about what's hot and burning at the moment, or we could just talk about your political platform, what you stand for, what is going to be your focus this campaign season. Since it's the first program, we're going to give you the opportunity, Mr. Wigley, to talk to the people and tell us a little bit about the focus of the ECE as far as first order of business if elected.
Well, one of my focus is gonna be price control, on food, etc. Basically on everything,
So you don't think that we have enough
protection.
price control now?
No, we don't have enough price control, and we don't have enough what do you call that? When you go in and make sure that the food's not spoiled.
Yeah, inspectors.
Inspectors,
yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
We don't have enough regulations on that, and not enough enforcement. So that's gonna be one of my first things I'm gonna check into, and also the traffic and the roads. The road condition, road safety is not good at all, at all.
Do we need more roads or more cars?
We need more roads because there's always more cars. For example, in Cold Bay, there was a car show that there's always some type of car on sale and finance, but there's no roads.
Yeah.
So hopefully with the permission of the people and the participation of the people.
I was just about to say, because it looked like you're going to go for people's land.
Yeah, we could. That's why participation, that's why I got all my petitions here. I brought them so people could know that that's what I do. So I make sure I'm going to have permission from the people and full participation. We could open up some new roads, especially in the St. Peter's area, because traffic going in and coming out, if you live in that area, is ridiculous. If you want to make an appointment for 10 a.m., you might have to leave at 7 just to make it for 10. So, that's not good. And the other thing is minimum wage. Minimum wage. We heard a lot of people saying that they raised the minimum wage, particular parties raised the minimum wage and pension, but if you kindly walk outside with me, whenever you guys have a chance, and go to the market where I usually chill with my elders and whatnot, you'll see them saying, that's not so. That's not so. That's not so.
It hasn't gone into effect yet.
Well, we had 4 years to take that into effect. While we're doing it at the end of the term, that sounds like politics to me. Political strategy. So, we got a petition going on there as well for that we've been had going on, and we even got proof that we emailed the political parties here way before the election, and they did not care. I'll find it in a second. They did not care. So this is one of the things we want to be looking at. Also, taxes. A lot of local businesses are suffering from the taxes.
Yeah.
And these big time companies, they go off tax free. They go off tax free for a few years, and then they change the name and come right back. No, the government knows about this. The two parties in power knows about this, and still nothing has been done. One of the reasons we know nothing has been done is because according to Article 41, they're not supposed to be collecting bribes to interfere with their political, their political conduct, I should say. But that's what they do, and that's why they give these bigger businesses passes.
That's a strong allegation to make.
No, that's an allegation that people know.
It's not.
Okay.
It has to be factual. I don't want to.
Let me show you something, right?
Yeah.
They call me the voice for the people, and the people always tell me this is what's going on. So I'm basically voicing their opinion.
Yeah.
For example, like GB, we tackling that right now. The people been voicing their opinion about GB, but not one politician had said anything. I was on the bus coming here, right? And the bus driver was complaining. I said, look, I'm in the elections. He's like, I'm like, but you seen me in front of GB every day protesting for the people petitioning. He's like, yeah, I seen you. Well, I'm in the election as well. So you see, I'm one of the only politicians, you could say that actually been out there foot and basically investigating GB to see what's going on and listening to the people. So
All
this
right.
is a few things.
And
I got a long list.
I know, but we got to give everybody a chance.
Yeah,
All right,
go ahead.
Mr. Mira.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So what we're doing, we're campaigning. We have a campaign on moving St. Martin forward. All right. And one of the first things we're going to be tackling when elected is GB. How are we going to go about that? Well, everyone who follows me on Facebook knew that back in February 28, 2022, prior to the GB hacking, this campaign, the Forward campaign, which is part of the Up Party, placed a comment out there
On social media. Yeah, I remember.
Concerning cybersecurity. And we mentioned that St. Martin is wide open to a major cyber attack.
Yeah.
Mind you, 2 weeks later, GB was hacked.
Yeah. I remember. I remember that's
and right after that, I came out with a plan. I say, hey, GB, the type of virus that you got, you cannot get back control of that, your systems. Get rid of your systems or clean your systems, take your loss for the 1 month, and let's continue. Let's move forward. Nope, that wasn't the case because guess what? I guess, greed runs this country. Everybody wants to hold on to what they have. Everybody wants to hold on to what people owe them. And guess what? Today now, it's become a major problem. So one of the plans that we're planning to do as the Up Party is GB usually on an annual basis have to pay, I think, a compensation fee to the government of approximately 7 million.
Oh, so the government benefits.
Yes. Just give him a chance. Give him a chance,
not
man.
interrupt you. All right. So what we're planning to do is give that back to GB, and we're planning on using that money to cover several citizens, over 10,000 citizens, 10,000 residents who are customers of GB, to clear the bills as much as possible.
Also, GB's concession. Let me just make sure.
Concession.
So the concession fee that has to be paid to the government would then put it towards the customers.
Correct.
That's what you're saying.
Correct.
Okay.
Because right now I'm going to be straight up. I have supporters that is right now currently does not have no electricity because they receive bills of 8,000 guilders, 10,000 guilders, 11,000 guilders, 15,000 guilders, which is ridiculous.
Yeah.
And again, all of this could have been avoided if GB had just cleared the system.
Yeah. Anything else?
The people cannot continue with that. I also am pushing for national cybersecurity for St. Martin.
Okay. How?
Yes. How? We're going to be looking into a company to bring her to St. Martin with experience, and as a plan, they will have to, train our locals who wants to be in the IT department, etc. Because I will plain out say this: our IT individuals cannot compete against global hackers. They cannot.
Okay.
When this does happen, we can have, first of all, new jobs, creating jobs for the young people, them who in the IT department. Now they have training that can go right after the hackers.
Okay.
Can protect our systems. We also want to draft laws because right now I don't believe there is any law when it comes to cybersecurity here in St. Martin. I could be wrong, but I don't think there's any. Companies and also government-owned companies does not follow any guidelines concerning cybersecurity laws.
So that's one of the things you're going to be championing.
Yes.
Okay. You have a response.
Yeah, I have a question. Why did you
No,
guys...
no question.
Okay,
Just,
no
just,
question.
just a comment. More like
Okay,
a comment.
comment.
Yeah.
So if they're tackling GB, right? Why did they take so long to tackle it? Why are we waiting until a month until the elections? Why are we waiting so long? As you can see here, this is a GB complaint to all the ministers and the parliamentarians. As you can see here, we even threatened them with a protest, so they didn't seem to care. So why do they care right now? Looked like it was a strategic
but the
performance
government is,
to get it
yeah,
done.
but the government is not responsible for the hack, Mr. Weekly.
Okay, we heard that the government, not from my mouth, gets compensated from GB, meaning they got shareholders. So if this money went missing, how come there was no court lawsuit? If I'm an investor, right, and my money went missing for so long, best believe I'm gonna come looking for my money.
How do we know?
Hold on.
Can we even prove there was a hacking? Like, where's the proof?
Now,
We need proof.
Now,
Okay,
I would say
respond.
we were asking where's the proof? Where's the proof
where's
that the money went missing? All right. So here's the thing.
Mhm.
We've had political parties in there. I'm not gonna say their names. I'm not gonna throw them under the bus like that. But they had political parties in there that took money from GB to execute their projects. Okay? And that is where, you know, this type of money does come and goes. So
Okay.
we cannot just jump up and say, oh, because it's a hot issue for the public. The people love a milli. So just say, oh, money gone missing. Oh, the politicians
Okay, but
could be accused.
But let's say focus. Remember,
missing.
guys. Remember, at the end of the day, the hack that took place.
The hack.
No,
allegedly.
well,
We got to be able to prove it. We could prove that. We can't really prove the money went missing, but according to the bills that the people are getting, we could also use that as you billing us a lot. Maybe that's proof that it went missing because you want us to cover your costs. Now, if the government takes the money from GB and does other projects, why don't they help out with that? Why don't they have some relief or bailout plan or something?
Yeah,
GB,
the money has
if
to come
that's
from
the case,
somewhere. The money has
why
to
does
come
it
from
have to
somewhere.
come from the
It has
people?
to-
It always falls back on the people.
Listen,
That's what I'm saying.
who uses the electricity? Who uses the water? It's the people that use the electricity.
Well,
they use water. They need to pay for it.
Well, it wasn't our fault that they got hacked. That's like me getting insurance for a business or whatnot, and maybe that's the bank. That's like me putting money in the bank and the bank got robbed or hacked, and then all of a sudden my money went missing and it's my fault. It's in your hands. That's what you're supposed to do, and that's not being done. So that's a big issue. That's a big issue. It just falls back on the people. Always falls back on the people.
Again.
Okay, last rebuttal, please.
Again, where is the money gone missing? We keep on saying this money is going missing, this money is missing, this money is missing. We do not know anything about no money any missing because there has not been anything. That is just a comment that is coming out from once again the ECE. What I would say is that yes, there is a problem with the prices of GB because I saw the several bills from different people.
Okay, so you do admit there is a problem.
There is a problem.
Okay.
I'm not saying there isn't. There is a problem, and this is something that needs to be checked. One of the questions that I have been questioning on Facebook for all the time, because now everybody's saying yes, they for GB, they would stand up for GB, but I have been talking about GB for over 10 years. Where was everybody then?
Appreciate
all right.
that.
So what I have been asking, and what a lot of people has not been asking, is why did the prosecutor office back off from the investigation of the GB hacking?
Oh wow, that's a good.
Can I answer?
All right.
Wait, no.
That's a final
Wait,
response.
that's the final. That's the final one. That's the no.
One more. Can I have one more? Because he
Just
said
the
that
last.
ECE
Yes.
said that money is missing. First of all,
You did say that.
they said that, and I repeated it. No, if the hacking was alleged, right, and I said that if money was missing, right, they would have already had a court order, a court case, or a lawsuit because they're investors. So I'm implicating that maybe money isn't missing. Where's the money? You know what I'm saying? Looks like and he mentioned, right, that he was saying that a cyber attack happened, and boom, it happened. And all of a sudden there's a big problem. The people have to pay. So it looks like it could be orchestrated. So the taxes, the price of oil was real low during the pandemic. A lot of buyers came in, bought it. Now it's real high. The fuel cost is crazy.
Yeah, I mean,
it looked like the hacking could have been for an easy way for them to cash out tax free.
no,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah, but the war in Ukraine was the reason for the increase. And at the end of the day, just so that our viewers can understand,
right?
In 2022,
Right.
there was a hack, a cyber attack on GEBE's system.
Right.
The whole entire system went down, and they were closed for several weeks.
Yep. Right.
After they were closed, they then reopened and then had notice that they had to basically restore their billing system.
And the prosecutor gave us proof that they got hacked.
After the billing system restoration took place, they noticed that most of it was wiped out, and they had to hire another company to come in. However, the participation, or the cooperation between the management, the staff, and also the investigators of the cyber company that was hired was not up to par. It wasn't 100%. It wasn't even forthcoming. And basically, that's where the story ended. And then GB started to send out a bunch of bogus bills to all the customers, and the customers start to complain because they've been paying a certain amount every single month. And after they start to pay every single month, then now GB a year later says, all right, our system is back up, you owe us X amount. And it becomes a back and forth between the management, the staff, and also, of course, the consumer. So just so that you understand what this GB situation is all about, the government, yes, is the shareholder of the company. So the government has a responsibility. However, has the government done enough? And you heard from the two candidates on the topic. When we come back, we continue our discussion here on the special edition of the Late Night Show. Of course, for the United People's Party, we have Mr. Armand Meda, and from the ECE, Mr. Wigley. We'll be right back.
They can't deny he leads with pride. And I don't mean to be boasty, but I'm walking for way. Together as one, we can get the job done. I'm walking for way. No matter what anybody, for sure we solid with heat.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
Can't think for now is longevity. When time go round, you gonna really see who for you in hard times the reality. So please think twice when you choose to give a seat. Moving forward, we gonna need stability. Moving forward, we gonna need transparency. Cause everything you do, the people gonna need to see what you're doing in all the work you're putting in.
Let your yes be a yes, and your no be a no.
They can't keep a good man down. Always keep a smile when they want me to frown.
Some of them even say, is the guns on one coco. So they won't let me play, and they blaming polio. Who they think they could fool? All we know they better do fast. Polio or no polio, man we won, we must. Mama when they hear, they go get the carnival. Oh, all masqueraders on heat. Well, they didn't care if it was official, but they start turning beef on the street. And they start to jump around, yeah. And they start to tumble down, yeah. And they fall down on the ground, yeah. If you see how they came, yeah. But what was so comical in the midst of Bacchanal? Rain comes and wash out Martin Bay. Who they think they could fool? All we know they better do fast. Polio or no polio, man we won, we must. Mama when they hear, they go get the carnival. Oh, all masquerade.
yeah, we gon' vote for him. Yeah, we gon' vote Chupi, yeah, we gon' vote for him, yeah. All the hard work he has done for us, a true leader for the people. Always fighting for our rights, and all the passing up so much love. Kept government up for 4 years strong, something that wasn't done for so long. Rolando Bryson's the new way up, and we are sure that he'll hold us down. Now is our time, cause we're still going up. Rolando Bryson representing we. It's standing up for this country, so that's why we gon' vote UP. Now is our time, cause we're still going up. Rolando Bryson representing we. It's standing up for this country, I know. We going up, yeah, cause we the top. Rolando Bryson's the new way up. It's a big party for us, yeah. We going up, yeah, cause we the top. Rolando Bryson's the new way up. It's a big party for us, it's a big party.
People has been a part of me and voted on my lead. A man of action and integrity, yes. Number 2, a united people party.
And this is something that we look forward to do.
Carl & Sons has delicious food to fit your lifestyle and go easy on your pockets. Carl & Sons, your #1 spot for breads, pastries, cakes, sandwiches, breakfast, and lunch. Check out Carl & Sons today on Pondville and in Coal Bay. The holidays are here and so is the Christmas ham at Carl & Sons. Get your Christmas ham sandwiches or Johnny cakes this season. Add a choice of cheese or egg, or have all three. You can't go wrong with either one. Follow them on Facebook, and don't forget Fun Mouse is your friend at Carl & Sons.
St. Martin, we probably go far, and we know, search for a sign of a change. A Chino, you know it got days when you feel like a zero. I woke up this morning, but felt like Mark Mingo. Tomorrow be a better day. Respect is the key, education gon' matter, so don't you try to run away. St. Martin, the place where the food is good, the people is good, the music is good. We living like we on a road. They're trying to take us down, but I'm thinking cause they really don't. Misunderstood. Oh Lord, help us protect ourselves, help us look in ourselves. We're searching for what they call the fire that's in ourselves. I just want to see the best for my motherland. I just want the whole world here to understand that we came from the bottom of the sewer, now we heading way up, high up unto Wonderland. Opportunity is yours, so make it happen. Take an action.
Qu'est-ce que tu fais là? Qu'est-ce que tu fais là? But sorry, no sir. They got this game tonight and I can't miss it. Me and my boy, we gotta watch the game, you know. So I bringing this in. You check? Alright, let me watch your leg, bro.
Sir, sorry. Why so difficult? Look, I'm watching TV here on my phone with the Tel TV Plus app. You really gotta upgrade.
Okay, so Miss, tell me about the Tel TV Plus. I gotta hear about this.
Okay, so once you apply for Tel TV Plus, you can enjoy it anytime on the go.
Anytime?
Anytime.
On the go?
On the go. You simply download the app, log into your account at any time, sit back and enjoy. You will never have to miss your match.
Yo, bus driver, take me back to tell him now, please.
Welcome back, of course, the Late Night Show special edition, of course. Call it the great debate, and so that we just continue like that, Pete. All right, so let's, we have the two candidates here. We have from the ECE, the leader, and the only candidate on the party, and that is Mr. Wigley. He is here. Thank you so much for coming again. And of course, from the United People's Party, we have Mr. Armand Meda representing the party. In our first set of debates, that's going to be aired every single day right here on all late night platforms. Now, after GBE, that's one of the many issues that is affecting the people. But of course, the cost of living is another situation that we need to talk about because prices continue to go sky high, while cost of living, minimum wage, and so on continues to be the same, and people are basically having to choose between paying a bill or eating. Your thoughts, Mister? Because you out there, you hitting the pavement. So I know you hear a sad story every day.
Every day. The people are suffering. You know what I'm saying? And I think that a general audit should be done. That's why we got a general audit chamber and see how we could solve these problems. That's what it is because
But do you need an audit chamber to find out what the problem is, though, Mister? Come
we
on.
don't need that. It's simple, but I'm trying to give the government an excuse because I am a voice for the people as well. But you know, there's governments in power that we might have to work with. So I'm trying to see what type of solutions they could come with and give them an excuse. But like you said, there is no excuse. Do we need it? You said it, not me.
Yeah.
We don't need it. So why haven't they done nothing? No. This sir, I know he wasn't in there as yet, but he is from the up party, and there's a member in the up party that's over this stuff that keeps saying he raised this, he raised that, but yet people still gotta choose between food or rent. You know what I'm saying? Between a stove, the gas, or a school book for their children. You know, a school bag. So these are choices that shouldn't be done. Like, what's really going on with this government? Really going
Do you have a solution, Mister?
Of course, just raise the minimum wage.
Okay, but where we gonna get it?
We don't need. It's not where we get the money. St. Martin makes a lot of money right now. It's high season. You know how much tourists is coming in. You know how much money the island is making way more than the French side. But the French side got a higher minimum wage.
Yeah, but
and
they
it's
have
so low that
higher social.
For example, I give you an example, right? If a technician is coming in, right, and he got to fix maybe the lights in this place or whatever, right? He might not get his full worth. Maybe it's 300 for him to do certain things in here because the minimum wage is so low. You know, they're gonna lowball him, and maybe only paying 150. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a morale and a greed. We need to distribute the wealth. The wealth is not being distributed. It's just going in one person's pocket. Look at the politician's salary. I know I'm gonna get in there, you know what I'm saying? But look how high that is, and look how low the minimum wage is. I was at I think I was at one of the meetings when they were talking about their salary. It seems to be the topic, the salary and all these other stuff, but the main concerns of the people is not really a topic. Why is that not? Why are we going to parliament to argue over the paycheck, which will probably be our paycheck as well, right? Hopefully you get in as well, right? Why are we going to parliament to argue about that when people are suffering? It doesn't make sense. Let's try to give back. Look at the flag on Colby Hill. That still haven't been fixed. You know, they're saying budget this, budget that. Like, let's give back to the people. If maybe the party with the most seats even did, you know what? We'll take 10% of our salary this month. We all could take 10%. And we could pay it back, you know, kind of donate back to the people. Stuff would be done. But that's my point. There's greed. The wealth is not being spreaded or distributed.
Yeah.
Exactly. And it's actually in one of the articles that this should be one of the main concerns of the politicians, of the government. Make sure that the wealth is being properly distributed.
All right, Mr. Mira.
Yes, all right. So the minimum wage is based on CPI, Consumer Price Index. All right. The advisory body at the time wanted the Minister of VSA, Mr. Omar Otley, to raise the minimum wage at approximately, let me say, $934. The ministers could have gone, yes, he could have gone in that direction and listened to the advisory body, but instead he said no, he's going to raise it to $995. Okay? Let's face facts, all right? Under this minister, under the up party Minister of VSA, Omar Otley, we have seen the minimum wage increased more than the combined 2 times for the 12 years it was increased. Okay? And during that 12 years increase, it was increased by only 88 cents. 88 cents, which is crazy. All right? I have all the confidence that the up party will, given another chance, to continue our hard work, will continue to raise the minimum wage. We cannot just jump up and say we're going to increase the minimum wage.
Can you explain why?
Yes.
Yeah, because I know a bunch of people are going to say, okay, but why?
Yes.
Because I'm sure people are going to say, yeah, we want $2,000, we want $3,000, we want $4,000.
When I decided to contest this upcoming elections, and that was all the way back in October 2021, the first person I contacted was my brother in the Netherlands, which he was a former financial advisor to the Dutch government. Okay? And I asked him, I say, Aldrich, which is my brother. I said, Aldrich, can you please tell me how we can go about increasing the minimum wage? That was the first topic I asked about. And he said, let me give him all the information, and it took about 2 to 3 months to get back to me. When he got back to me, he gave me an entire report, and I will share that report to the public by the time of this airs. Now, in his report, I wouldn't go through everything, but at the end, he gave a negative advice because the minimum wage and the price of living is like on a scale.
Yeah.
And throughout the years, throughout the decades, the scale has been one-sided, which was the price increase.
Yeah.
Okay?
So prices continue to go up and then we stay the same.
And it was supposed to go up at the same time.
Yeah.
Automatically, when you increase the minimum wage, prices will automatically go up. Now, we can see it on the French side. Mr. Wigley talk about, look at the French side. First of all, the French side is being backed by France. We cannot compete with France pockets. That's one. 2, when you look at Marigot, the amount of places that shut down because of the high increase of the minimum wage over there, can we sustain the amount of people that may lose their jobs because companies cannot afford to pay the minimum wage to everyone? I always say, yes, we want more money in our pockets. I want more money in my pockets. Everybody wants more money in their pockets at the end of the day. But let me take somebody, let's just say, for instance, somebody who making $900 a month. And the government increased the minimum wage just like that without a blind shot. We say, we're going to throw it at $1,800. All right? What's going to happen? The company say, oh yeah, we can't keep up with your prices. We go on. What? The first thing they're going to do, they're going to increase the prices. Second thing they're going to do is start releasing workers. Yeah. So now you have to deal with a new problem. People who was making $900 a month is now making $0 a month because they are jobless. And we already don't have a jobless problem here in St. Martin. We have a lot of homeless people walking around, and I have a plan for that, but that's a different story. Now, this is the reason why, and have companies who will completely shut down and go to another country. They will go to look into something else. We cannot afford to gamble with that. So my plan, what I want to do is, and which, my brother also advised me, this is the way you can go about it, is we go through benefits. All right? Benefits as in you have to pay your GB bill. You can get the benefit from certain budgets that is put in place to help with the GB bill. And I'm talking about
so more like assistance program.
Assistance program for low-income households, which includes single-parent households, seniors, and people who's making minimum wage or in the low-income area. All right. I did a small study last year where an individual who's making $1,500, and I put all of the things that they have to pay, including rent, gas, school fee, everything. And at the end of the day, they're operating about $300 in the red still.
Yeah.
That is a problem, and we have to look into that. Again, we all want to have more money in our pockets, but we cannot make a jump like that because it's going to be a shock to the economy. It's going to be a shock to the business owners, and it could cost us greatly.
All right.
Can I make a comment
yes,
on that quick?
yes,
You
you
know
can
what?
rebut to it.
We are shocked because the stuff you're saying right now is already happening. You know what? Workers already getting released, prices already going up. You know what I'm saying? So we are shocked. So you said that there's gonna be different problems, but these problems already happened. But you know what never happened? The government never stepped in and said, you know what? These prices is going too crazy, going up way too crazy, like the party. Why don't we look into these stuff and try to control it?
Have you spoke to the businesses?
That's what I'm saying.
Have you spoke to the business owners? Because I have spoken to business owners, and their complaints are
right.
It's a bigger problem than what we're looking at here right here on this little island. It's a global problem. What we here on St. Martin cannot control because, for instance,
right,
a container that costed buyers who business owners, supermarkets, etc. A container that used to cost them $6,000 is now over $20,000
to unload.
No, to order
the goods, everything to bring down here.
Bring the goods here.
All right, that right there costs the business owners to increase the prices. So yes, again, a lot of people is complaining. Yes, the prices is going up, but it's not because the business owners here in St. Martin just want to jump up and say, "Oh, we want to increase our prices." It's because look around the world, all prices.
Okay, no, but that's a bit. Hold on. But that's a little bit unfair to say because there's too much a blanket. That's a blanket statement to make, Mr. Maida. You know why?
Exactly.
Because you are basically saying that owners don't skyrocket their prices just because they can. If you compare, for example, supermarkets. If you have 5 supermarkets, and I've seen it. I've done it myself. If you go in the same road, they have 5 supermarkets. You go to every single one, you will have one product that is a different price. It's either up or it's either down. And that is what you call no price control.
Yes, there is need. Right. There is need for price control, but at the same time, the cost of the goods in general has gone up, regardless of different supermarkets having different prices. So even with the supermarket that has the lowest price, the lowest price has probably doubled in price.
Once again, that's price control.
All right.
Yes.
You know, whose name is on the harbor? Who collects money all the time from the unload? You know what I'm saying? Who's the majority shareholder of the fuel? You know, once again, no price control because I don't want to call names, but you know that it comes from that family that's controlling all that. So if the government would look into them type of things and see what's going on, then there wouldn't be much price control. I mean, there wouldn't be that much problem. Now, on the other hand, I used to work with, if I need to, I still can, with somebody that does landscaping, right? And it's a small business. We cut grasses in Almond Grove, Sucker Garden. You know, I have to sweat to get where I'm at, right? And he paid me good. So it comes down to the people as well. Distribute your wealth. Sure, help out your other brother. You know what I'm saying? So we could take blame for our part, whereas I could pay my workers $10 an hour, or if they work a full 8 hours, $80 to $100 an hour. But I don't want to because I know the minimum wage is that low. Labor office ain't gonna do nothing, so I'll just pay them $50. We could take responsibility for that. But when it comes to the fuel costs, the shipping prices, the unloading and the harbor taxes and whatnot, we got to check them. The government should be putting price control on TIO and all them other people. You get what I'm saying? 'Cause we know that there's specific family.
Not there anymore.
Okay, hold on. But we know that specific family. We know whose name this is under. We know who's mostly controlling Saul and took out all the other competitors. You know, there was a Star Mart at by Carrefour. We know who took out those competitors. So if the government could step up and say, you know what, y'all can't be taking advantage of the people like that, then there would be some type of change. But the government don't do nothing. They just care about themselves, and we elected them. So they should be working for us. They should be coming to us and say, you know what, people, let's do a referendum, let's do a survey, let's see what's the problems, and let's see what are your thoughts for us to move forward, because we are paying taxes. We are paying taxes, and that's not being done.
Like I,
All right.
like I,
Last rebuttal, please.
like I said, I'm going back to my plan, where it's going to be a single parent and senior low wage earner plan. We're going to be dealing with benefits for individuals who, have problems with paying school fees, who have problems paying GB, who have problems with going to the supermarket and getting proper groceries for the household. And we have a plan for that, and that plan comes with the single parent lower wage plan. How are we going to do that? We're going to create funds through a new type of tax called the tint tax, where we're going to lower the percentage of the tint, which is currently 70%, and we're going to lower it down to 25%. Now, if you want that, you can pay 100 guilders, 125 guilders, 150 guilders.
That's a lot.
Well, let me tell you. Well, let me tell you something.
You have some people. I don't know why.
Let me tell you something. People pays $70 and up to tint their vehicles, and even when the police takes off their tint, you have them on the phone saying, Mr. Tint Man, are you available? Okay, yes, we're going to come up there right now to put tint back our car. They find that $70 out of nowhere. So to pay $70, to pay 100 guilders, I mean, for an entire year.
You're giving the justice workers more work, though, man. Come on.
No, I don't think so, because regardless of the tint law was placed all the way back in the early 90s, and that is outdated. And we can make extra funds off of that, and that money can go into helping people pay the school fees, helping people pay their school uniforms. What a situation that was out of control this past opening school year.
No, many school years.
Well, it was really
all the time.
No, but it really blew out of control this year. And it will help people. I'm not just talking the talk. I am also putting plans together, not just throwing a plan out there. Say, okay, I want to increase the minimum wage. I say this is how this is what we want to do, and this is how we're going to do it.
All right, Mr. Big.
Okay, how come you guys didn't do this the past 4 years? The up party, what, majority government? I mean,
the up party was not
the up party is not a majority.
The up party.
Let me answer. All right. Let me answer. You get a chance. All right. Oh yeah. The up party. Yeah. So the up party is part of a coalition. The coalition, of course,
that's the word I wanted to use.
Independent and also National Alliance.
Right.
And then you have the up party.
But no, you're putting it back on us. You're saying it's up to us to put up back in there or whatever. Right now, you particular. Matter of fact, you seem like you care. So, you know what I'm saying? We probably could work with you. Let's get some new people. But as far as you saying, give them another chance to do what you just said, that don't make no sense. That 4 years?
No, wait, hold on. That's his plan. That's his plan. Yeah, that's his particular plan. Okay, all right.
4 years? Because you represent a party. If you didn't come with that green shirt, I wouldn't have been doing that. But you see what? And look, according to Article 19, right? This is what they're supposed to do. So if I give you a job, because we hired all these politicians, especially the ones on your party, right? You're supposed to follow a procedure. You're supposed to follow the work duties.
A governing program.
Part of Article 19 says you gotta make sure that wealth is being distributed, but that's not happening. And this is a violation. This is why I got this up. This is why I'm sharing it up, so the people can see all the stuff that they supposed to do and say they're gonna do, but when they get in there, they don't do nothing. But guess what? When it's election time, you're gonna see a lot of stuff done. That's why we pushing them to work as much as they can for this for the last month, so at least we could get something out of these parties before we vote in a bunch of new people. Hopefully you're gonna be one of the new people that I could work with, but we don't want to deal with no more of that government, because they're not doing nothing for the people. But I'm a voice for the people, and that's what they told me to say, so I made sure I mentioned it.
All right, thank you, Mr. Wigley. All right, Mr. Maida.
Yes,
I need to no wait. So maybe then you can incorporate it in your final,
my final
in your final statement. Why the United People's Party? Why Armand Meda?
Well, why Armand Meda? Why the United People's Party? The United People's Party has been the hardest working, with only 2 seats in the minister cabinets, has been the hardest working political party since 2010. Okay, and that is when around the time it ran its first elections. We have seen the increase of the minimum wage increase more than 12 years combined under one minister under one time, and at the same time, we have seen, MP Bryson brought forward a thunderload, stackload of laws and amendments in Parliament, more than any parliamentarian sitting in there right now. On top of that, my friend across the table there, he say that we had 4 years, etc. Yes, we had 4 years. Yes, St. Martin, we had 4 years.
Since
But guess what?
2010.
I'm speaking.
Yeah, just let me finish.
We had 4 years. Yes, St. Martin. However, this same guy is beloved by a lot of major supporters from the Now Party. Okay? This same political party headed by MP Christopher Emmanuel, what has he done for the past 4 years in Parliament? Just because you're in opposition doesn't mean you can sit down there and do nothing and don't be held accountable. On top of that, people seem to forget that MP Christopher Emmanuel, which this guy would surely want, Mr. Wigley would surely want to form a coalition with, sat as a minister of Rami for 2 years, and during that time we have had garbage crisis. The dump was on fire, and that is coming out just now. And guess what? We seem to forget. It was. You know what? You know something. I will say this. I don't take credit for a lot of things that I have done behind the scenes. I went in there with the United Democrats back in 2018 to 2019 when I was fed up. I was fed up with that garbage crisis and the smoke. I have asthma. It was affecting me, etc., and all of that. I went in there and I told the minister of Rami, and I was a Jack Spaniel. I was a mosquito. I was an ant all over them. I said, you need to fix this garbage situation. And guess what? We are in a better place right now because of that. Hey, Armand Meda didn't take credit, but guess what? I'm saying it right now. It was because of me pushing from in the public eye and behind the scenes why the garbage situation got under control. Not Christopher Emmanuel, not the Now Party. And again, Mr. Wigley, I don't know what you're going to do after elections. Whether you're elected, I hope you have a good turnout.
When I'm elected.
And when you're elected,
yes.
I hope you choose correctly.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Mena. And wait. All right. So again, why the ECE? And your reason, you gave your reason why you're running already, so you can incorporate also his statement also into your final statement to the public. Go ahead.
First of all, I'm ECE. I'm not Now. New. I'm new. Nigel Emmanuel Wigley. That's my initials. Not Now. No. You mentioned that you was with the United Democrats. Now you're with the UP. So that shows me that you're unbiased as well as me. I could work with anybody from any particular party, not because maybe there's a problem with the people. I am the voice for the people. With one of the ministers, which is on your party, means I can't work with nobody from your party. I don't work like that. I'm a candidate that's really representing the people. So if the people got a problem with Christopher as well or Bonkamper as well, you get what I'm saying? I will also have a problem with them, and I will keep them in check. That's why I came in by myself, to keep everybody in check, no matter what party. Now, I do know, as you said, I'm beloved by a lot of Now supporters. It is what it is. I represent the people, so obviously people from every party is gonna love what I'm doing, love the movement, because they've been seeing me fighting for the past 2.5 years for the people against government. I'm the real opposition, so I could work with any party. With that being said, no, why the people should vote for me is that same one of the same answers. When you vote for me, you are guaranteed, right? Which you have already seen because I have a resume of being a foot soldier. You are guaranteed to have a vote in the parliament or a vote in the government, however you want to overstand that. You are guaranteed to have that. Guaranteed, because I will come to you and want to know your opinion and make sure you are very well represented according to Article 44 by any parliamentarian. You are guaranteed. So if the people vote for me, that's what you're going to expect. My vote is for you. So if you vote for me, my vote in anything that's concerning the government, concerning you, will be for you.
So you'll work with any party, basically.
Any party, any party, any party.
That's good. We'll hold you to that then. We have it on tape. All right.
Any party I can work with, any party.
All right. It's very, very, very refreshing to hear the perspectives from the different parties. Of course, I think I'm going to see Mr. Wrigley more than any other candidate because every single time you have ECE on the schedule, then Mr. Wrigley has to come on down.
Can I show my shirt?
Yes, you can show your shirt.
Here's the shirt. Here's the shirt. You guys never seen a shirt like this, right? We took some time. Shout out to my sponsors for getting the gold. Maybe that's why you see a lot of now stuff, because they are gold, but that's the ECE color, purple and gold. And
it's purple and gold. That's a color.
Yeah,
We never knew the color. Okay.
Yeah. Our shirt is officially purple. As you can see, it says vote new. And in 2 weeks, I think is December 17th, we will be holding a ECE SXM Bike Life rally to hopefully persuade and pressure the government to take the road safety serious and a bike track serious, because we see a lot of some fatalities with bike riders. We want to put that energy into a bike track so we could be safe.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Mr. Meda. Thank you so much for coming. Of course, I should be seeing you down the road. Thank you to the parties for coming. Of course, late night. Yes, or you shake. Yes, yes. That does it for today's show. Until tomorrow, we should have another interesting program with some other parties that's going to be contesting the January 11th, 2024 elections right here on Love You, St. Martin. Until tomorrow, have a good one. Bye-bye.